Thank you very much. Thank you. Folks, thank you very much for coming. Nice to be back here. I was here about 4 months ago. Probably we had 6 people. So today we have a full house, and I'm very thankful to everybody who promoted this concert, and I hope we all are going to have a good time. So my name is Sergei Novikov, and I'm a concertinist. I finished 2 schools. One is classical, one is jazz. So when people ask me what kind of pianist are you, I always give answer with a question: what kind of pianist do you want me to be? Yeah, so show me the money, I'll play you whatever you want. I started with 2 etudes by Frédéric Chopin, so I took some of it and I put it together, and it became a whole new piece. So Frédéric wrote anything for 250 years, so I finished it for him. So the name of the next piece is I Felt Like Writing a Blues, and this is a very jazz side of me. Thank you very much. Every time I play this tune, I'm thinking, too bad Plays doesn't serve drinks. Very appropriate, right? So the name of the next song is Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I have an advantage that I have all new audience because you don't know all my stories. There's one biggest fan of Tom Hoffman here. He knows them all. So, but I have lots of stories to tell. In 35 years I've been to America. I came here from Russia 35 years ago, and all my life I've been playing piano. And the very first job that I ever got to play piano was funeral. So I was 21 years old. I didn't know what people usually play for a funeral in the United States of America. So I came to, I don't know, I think it was a funeral home director, and I said, you know, is there any particular request? He said, just one. He said, the lady who passed away, he said she had a great sense of humor, and she had this very favorite song she asked to play. I said, what's the song? And he said, The Lady's a Tramp. And I said, this is a good funeral song. So here's Lady's a Tramp for your question. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go on. Well, folks, in 35 years of my career in the United States, I sold almost 1 million CDs, which is a pretty big number, because almost for 30 years, what I've been doing every weekend, I would go to Arts and Crafts Festival or Arts Festival, set up my booth and sell CDs. So I think I have probably altogether 25 albums, different ones. So I'll be talking a little bit more about it later on. But one of my favorites is a gospel album. And they're all the old, those Christian hymns. And one of them is my very, very favorite. And it is called, How Can I Keep From Sinning? And And so here's the interpretation of that beautiful Christian hymn. Don't Get Around by Mr. Duke Ellington. I come from a country where it's cold during the winter time, and so I do have childhood memories of the winter. And based on those childhood memories, I wrote the next song, and it's called Winter. So here it is. Well, actually, I lived in Kennebunkport from 1990 to 1999. Very famous place, and I played all the different places there and met a lot of famous people, lots of them. So one of the very famous person was Billy Joel. So he came to the restaurant where I was playing, and he had dinner, and then after dinner, he liked my music so much he never left. He pulled up the chair, and he was sitting near the piano, and I was entertaining Mr. Billy Joel for an hour and a half, playing a few songs for him. So that was fun. I said, Billy, usually it's the other way around, but you know, tonight's your night off, and I'm working. And he really enjoyed it. He's a nice guy. We had a little conversation, and by the end he was tired because it was like 1993, 1994. So he loved his drinks at that time. So he was kind of, you know, ready to go to bed. And as he was leaving, I said, Billy, here's the last one. And I played for him the song called New York State of Mind. And as he was leaving, he said, you know, you play this song better than I do. And I said, Billy, could I quote on that? He said, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the song called New York State of Mind by Billy Joel, played better than Billy Joel. 2000, and I was living, I moved from Kennebunkport to Kittery, which is a beautiful place, right across the river from Portsmouth. And so the phone rings, and I pick it up, and there's a voice, and it says, "Mr. Novikov." I say, "Yes." It said, "This is United States Secret Service." Seriously. United States Secret Service. And I'm like, "What's up, United States Secret Service? What have I done?" And, you know, they kind of understood that I do have a sense of humor. They said, "Former First Lady Mrs. Barbara Bush chose you as her opening act for her children's reading stories in the Trolley Museum in Kennebunk, Maine. Would you be willing?" And I said, "I have to think about it." Okay. So she had all my CDs. She was a fan, and she knew me personally. I performed for her many times. And she was reading advocates. She was at the library all the time, and I was performing at the Kennebunkport Library. So, and of course it was a privilege. And at that time I had my children's record out, so it was called Jump, 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 and it was piano music for children. And I'd like to play for you one of those numbers. It's called New York, 1928. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I would like to honor one man tonight. His name is Mr. Tom Hoffman. And because of him, I'm here today. Yes. People come to me and they say, "Sergei, do you perform concerts?" I said, "Yes, I do." And they, "Oh, give me a card, and I'll pass it along." It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. You have to go and break down the door. And that's what this man did. He came here several times, he came to other places several times, and the result that I'm performing for you here tonight, and this is what it takes. Unfortunately, sometimes it's very hard to get a gig, you know, sometimes it's very hard to get a concert. But when people come and when they listen to the music, they enjoy it so much. And because of people like Mr. Hoffman tonight, and I don't play requests, but his favorite show is Les Miserables, so for him and for you, I'll play a song called I Dreamed a Dream. Thank you. Well, it only gets better. The longer you stay, the longer it gets better. So I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. All my life I wanted to be a rock and roller. I wanted to be a rock star. And at this point of my life, I'm actually happy that it never happened. You never know where would I be right now. So, but I did have a dream of writing songs about life. The problem is English language, even after 35 years, is not my language, so I cannot write poetry in English language. So I said if I would write something about my life without words, and then I would perform it for people, and people would understand that it's the song about life. And I did. It took me a little while, and yes, also I had a goal to write something that no one else can play. So I tried to do that, and now I will be performing it, and so you'll judge. You'll judge if it's something that anybody else could play, because it's tricky in some places. But the name of the song is Ups and Downs, and the idea behind it that life is never the way we want it. So we want all the green lights all the time, but sometimes it's just tough. But then the good times comes in, then the bad times comes in, good time comes in. So ups and downs, and I always introduce this song as, ladies and gentlemen, here's the story of my life, and also here's the story of your life. So the name of the song is Ups and Downs. Ups and downs. Okay, well, time flies when we have fun. We've already been here for an hour, but I saved the best for last. And before I will do my closing number, which is a longer kind of number, I would like to tell you what those are. So, for almost 30 years I've been selling CDs. CDs are those little round things that you put in a CD player. Well, guess what? Most people don't have CD. Oh, there you go. Oh,
the two.
oh my God! Yeah, you still have it. Those are here. They're not going to be reprinted, so hold on.
Your name is here.
Yes, absolutely. So, on a serious note, it started like probably 5 years ago. People stopped buying CDs because new cars don't have CD players. And then it progressed, and then a very, very big chunk of income almost was gone completely. People would come and they said, look, we love your music, we'd love to buy it from you, but we have no way to play it. And when it comes to gifts to people, they say, look, we got to be sure that people do have a CD player, which we're not sure. So long story short, I had very short time, very short period of time to come up with something new. And I did. So these are greeting cards, and they look like they're greeting cards. I have all the different occasions. This is my favorite. This is what you do with a bottle of wine when you come to people's house for dinner. It says, according to chemistry, alcohol is a solution. So you give this with a bottle of wine when you come to people's house for dinner, and then you listen to it all night long, and people tell you how cool you are. Now, that's priceless. So, the way it works, inside, it has QR code. And the beauty of this QR code, that I made, by the way, that it works with everything. Any kind of phone and any kind of tablet. You don't need to have anything pre-installed or anything special on your phone. I'll show you right now. So, you go to your camera and point and press this yellow thing. And 24 songs, which are in the back, are right here. Yes, you just press play. And this becomes this little icon with a piano. So every time you want to play it, you just press that icon and it opens up. So it's like microphone. It's like buying a CD but without a CD. Or record but without a record. So as long as you or people you give it to have phone of any kind or tablet of any kind, this is a very cool gift. And here's the best part about the whole deal, that before you give it to somebody, you scan it on your phone, you save it there, and then you have this beautiful card for any occasion to give away. And guess what? If those people you give it to, they choose to do so, they can pass it along as well. So it's the card that keeps on giving. My most popular ones are happy birthday ones. I do have Christmas cards with Christmas music, duh. Logical, you know, so Christmas cards have Christmas music on them. And the wine ones, that one I showed you, another one says, wine is not the answer, it just makes you forget the question. Works for me every time. So some of them are funny, some of them are like sympathy or thinking of you, some of them says relax. So come and check them out, folks. It's a very, very cool gift. I always say people have phone and they paid for $1,200 and they make phone calls with them. And they say, come on, it does more than that for $1,200. Explore. And they say, well, we're not technically inclined. You don't have to be really, just point and shoot, and it's on your phone. And as I said, it's super simple to use and it's super cool. Yes, it comes with envelope, so if you don't see person in person, if you have your loved one far away, put a stamp on it, write an address, write something nice inside, and throw it in the mailbox. It'll go as a regular card, and when people get it, they have no idea what it is until they read directions inside. By the way, directions are very cool too. I made it too. So, sure. Step number 1, scan the code. Step number 2, enjoy the music. So step number 2 is the most important one. Okay. So here's that part, and as I promised, I saved the best for last. About a year ago, they discontinued Phantom of the Opera in New York City in Majestic Theater So I wait for them to open it up for more money. This is what they do in New York City. They close something and they say it's for good, and they say, okay, because people ask, we're going to play it again, but cost twice as much. They haven't done it yet, but I'm sure they will. And so it's an hour-and-a-half show, so I will do it in 15 minutes.